Most people don't even know this cut exists. So we're talking about the flank steak and we're talking about the skirt steak. Unfortunately, due to my butchery skills, we cut right through the thick flank there. But we're going around the bone here and we're taking off the thin skirt, which is in my left hand. So you got the ribs here. There's 4 ribs left on the hind quarter on this one. So we've got to go about removing it. So nice and easy, just getting the right angle along that bone and just flowing with that bone till the whole flank comes off. Stick around, we'll take it to the bench. I'll show you how to get it. These are actually very affordable and very tasty if cooked right. If you treat them right, medium rare, cast iron, or on the barbecue, they're delicious. So this top one here, what do you think that is? That one's a flank steak. The bottom one there, which looks like a skirt, nice and long and skinny, like when you wrap it around, it's a little thin skirt. So there's membrane on top of these. We've got to peel that. So just getting your fingernail underneath there and ripping it up and just trying to get a good grip. This hindquarter was aging for, I don't know, approximately 3 weeks. So really well aged, tender meat, but unfortunately the outside gets a little bit dry. So things like this membrane and stuff, they get quite hard to pull. Anyway, we remove that. Now we're just literally marking that seam and ripping up the flank. There we go. We'll trim that up, take the fat off it, square it up a little bit just so it presents nice and cleanly. And that is your flank steak. And now I'll show you how to remove your thin skirt. So you can see that dark meat there. Literally all we're doing between the fat and the meat is just running our knife nice and along. We don't have to go too deep, probably like half an inch. It's probably max. And then it's all seam work again. So we're finding the corner and we're just pulling it and make a few cuts, finding that seam. So pull and cut, pull and cut. You could probably buy a whole flank really cheap from the butcher, I'd imagine, because there's not much in it. So if you watch, after we pull this skirt, you have a look how we trim up the rest of the flank. It's basically just sausage meat and crap. These are the 2 prime cuts out of it. So we'll just trim this up a little bit. And that's your nice little thin skirt, probably one of my favorite cuts. If you like your Scotch fillet or your boneless ribeye, whatever you want to call it, the spinalis, that top muscle, this has got a really similar grain structure to that. So I think it's fucking delicious. So that's that. I was trying to remove the membrane on this, but it was just stuck on there and I didn't want to rip the meat apart. So I figured I'll just leave it. You're better off cooking it with the membrane rather than me trying to pull it apart and rip the meat in half. And yeah, then we're stuck. So we don't want that. My video's just cut out. Great. Anyway, the rest of it, right, I'm back. The rest of it, pretty much just sausage. You got your little bit of rose meat here on the top. That is quite dry also. I'm just going to lob that in the sausage. Not much good for us now. And the rest is basically snag. So we'll just run off a little bit of fat off the side here. And then the rest, straight in the snag. And I'll show you how it looks like. But we've got a few videos coming up. So literally we spent probably 3 hours busting up a hind quarter and a fore quarter and videoing everything for you guys. So drop us a like, drop a comment what you want me to show next. But we've got the whole lot. We've got a whole body done, ready for videos. Probably, maybe 200 odd TikToks, maybe 50 long form videos for Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, give us a like, tag your mates if you want to, you know the drill. But anyways, Butcher Jerd out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.